What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another review session. Today we're starting off on a new week. It's a Monday, the 16th of November 2021. So as usual, what you want to do is review our charts and see what mistakes we've done, what we didn't pick up, and what lessons we're going to learn from today's session, right? Without further ado, here's US 100, one of the three pairs that one of the three indices that we want to go through, and here we go. So as you saw, let's go to the 4 hour and dissect this. So as you can see, what we see price is doing, it's from impulsive, it's doing a correction phase, and you can see at this level here it rejecting this price level and it's pushing down to this it's pushing down to the downside. What we're expecting here is a whole impulsive move. I'm expecting it to go past here, but remember, we can't predict what price is going to do. We have to react to what it does. So with that being said, let us go to the lower time frames and get an in-depth analysis of what really happened today, right? So as you can see, this over here was our area of value. So we determined this area of value by our previous high over here. So that's what we scaled it on, and that's what we scaled our area of value. So this is our area of value because you can see the price is rejected numerous of times over here. As you can see, price opened up over here and ranged within this area the whole of the morning. This is the whole of London session, actually. The whole of London session. Then eventually, as we got to 2 o'clock, as you can see, price pushed up to the upside and it pushed down. We were waiting for a retest. This was actually doing a retest, right? So now what we were waiting for is the rejection of the zone and bullish momentum to the upside to confirm that this was a buy entry. But as you can see, it faked out. It pushed up and it pushed back down to the downside, right? And it came back into our consolidation area or up area of value, right? So if you saw this, you could have went down to the lower time frame and try and take advantage of this move, right? Let us see on the 5 minutes how it played out, right? As you can see on the 5 minutes, we get to close to 4:04. You see price push down, it wigged there, pushed back to the upside. So now remember, no matter if market is moving very volatile or whatever the case may be, just wait for your rules to check out. So just wait for price to retest, just wait for price to test that area. So as you can see, price got to this level. The next 5 minute candle, as you can see, price broke and closed above this area. Then we were waiting for another candle to open up. That's why it's very crucial to wait 15 minutes once market open to see the direction and to see when volatility has ended, right? So as you can see, price got to this level, it pushed to the downside, and as you can see, that it was the whole momentum of the rest of the day or the rest of the session. As you can see, you're going to either take the trade at this level here, or you're going to wait for this area of value. So with me, with regards to me, how I went about with this trade, didn't take this trade, but I waited for this trade to play out. So I waited for this trade to get to this area of value, and I wanted to see what it was going to do at this area of value. But as you can see, price just moved around, was playing a tug of war, consolidating order blocks, whatever it may be. And as you can see, price is rejected multiple of times and pushed to the downside, and as you can see, pushed to the downside and got to this area of value as well. As you can see, this is our area of value based off this area over here. So what I'm seeing is a big retest, rejection of area, and a push to the upside. The safer option is if you could see price break above this area over here and push to the upside, then we could say, yeah, price is on an bullish trend, right? So yeah, that is what we have to say about NAS 100. The next pair we're going to go for is US30, a pair that I did take today, but as usual I learned a lesson from it, and remember, our losses are not losses, they are lessons. And yeah, I did actually indeed learn a very valuable lesson today, which I'm very grateful for, and I'll never forget that lesson. So yeah, we've got our chart on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let us zoom out. So as you can see, this purple zone over here, right? This purple zone here is the wick area. Is the wick area of the 4 hour. So this is technically our resistance area before price pushed up to this area, right? So I was very skeptical of entering a trade within this area, but now let us go to the lower time frame so you guys can get a clear picture of what I'm really saying and understanding what I'm saying over here. So as you can see, we scaled our TP because of this area over here. Market was ranging around this area, below this area. So as we got throughout the day, this was during London session, price pushed down to the downside, and look at this, our area of value. This is a very big area of value because it was acted as our support, it acted as our resistance, it acted as our support over here, and yeah, it's a very strong area of value, including this area over here, also a very strong area of value. So you see, as you can see, markets open up like this, better to break the upside, it pushed back to the downside and went to our area of value. Price went to our area of value, you could see a bullish flag pattern, but yeah, if you don't know about patterns, it doesn't really matter. You just need to learn those patterns, and yeah, you'll identify this thing without even drawing them and looking at it. So as you can see, there's a bullish flag pattern. Price got to this level, rejected the zone and pushed to the upside, and as you can see, it pushed out to the upside, and it was a very strong rally today, right? So you could have taken the opportunity at this area of value. Could have taken this opportunity to this area of value, but I was very skeptical of entering this trade because of, remember what I was saying with our weak area over here, in between our purple zone over here is the weak area of our 4 hour. So this is a very strong resistance area, so I didn't want to trade into a resistance area because I thought price was going to get to this side and push the downside and just fly to the bottom but it didn't. So yes, you would expect the price to fly down to the bottom, but it really didn't, right? So what had happened is that price pushed up, it broke that zone and it went into the weak area, right? So as you can see, it was very strong rally, it pushed to the upside or whatever the case may be. So now I didn't want to enter into this trade. I didn't enter in this trade, so I just let it play out, and I was waiting for 4:30 to see how prices would react. So as you can see, price got there, it broke above our weak area, pushed to the upside and pushed down again and retested these areas over here. So once it did this, I was very sure, I waited, right? But I was also very sure that price was going to push to the upside. But as you can see, let us go down to the 15-minute time frame. Sorry, let's actually go to 5 hours to get an even better picture of this, right? So as you can see, this price, this is above our 4 hour wick, this is within our 4 hour wick. So price broke here, it pushed the upside, so we're waiting for 3:30, 4:30, yeah, 3:30 New York session. As you can see, we were waiting for the rejection candles to form here and push to the upside and show a bullish momentum, but as you can see, price pushed the downside. So I was still patient, I wasn't rushing into a trade. I was waiting. Then I waited for price to get to this level to reject this zone, right? So which I did. Price rejected the zone. Then I want to see some bullish momentum in order for me to enter into a trade. So as you can see, price pushed up, it pushed up. Then price got me around this area, guys. So I wanted to wait for the break. It broke, it closed above. As you can see, this one, it retested, rejected that zone and pushed up with bullish momentum. Pushed up with bullish momentum. I entered into the trade here, right, with my stop loss at the bottom of here. So now I'm expecting price to go to the upside to my TP. But as you can see, price had different plans for me. It had different plans for me, and as you can see, it pushed right, pushed back down. Didn't even reject that zone, it pushed all the way down, and yeah, as you can see, price just started melting and just started pushing to the downside. So the lesson learned over here is that I should have waited for a whole arc like this, right? A whole arc like it. A whole arc, wait for the rejection and the push to the upside, instead of looking at price and looking at this small little rejection zone over here. This wasn't a clear indication of a rejection zone. So as you can see, what I'm talking about is when price gets there, look at this arc. You see, when price gets to a zone, look at the arc. When price gets to a zone, look at the arc. When price gets to a zone, look at the arc. You see, price gets to a zone, look at the arc. The arch, sorry. Price gets petals, look at the arch, push back to the downside. Price breaks, look at the arch, rejection, push to the upside. Arch, you see, instead of just one measly candle breaking like it and pushing to the upside, right? So yeah, this was the US30 trade, and yeah, this is the opportunity that I missed. But as you can see, it got to this area of value over here. It's pushing to the upside. Let us see if it gets above this zone, retest with the arch, remember, retest and pushes to the upside to just take profit, but we'll have to see in the morning. Okay, the next pair we're going to go for, which is going to be a very quick analysis, is DAX 40. Let's go into hour, 4 hour, okay, yeah, 4 hour. As you can see, we identified our area of value. This is also within the week area, as you can check there. Zoom in, go to a low time frame, get an in-depth analysis of what is going on. As you can see, the bottom of our week area on our 4 hour is a very strong zone of support. As you can see, price also got the resistance zone over here. Price has been ranging actually for quite some time. I think this is going on to the third week that price is ranging within this zone. We should see some very strong moves from DAX 40, German 40 soon because of this ranging area. But with that being said, let us go into today's trade with regards to this pair. So price opened up around this area, right? Price opened up in this area during landing session, whatever, it was playing around this area. We'll go to the 15 or the 5 minutes. Let's go to the 5 minutes, right? So what had happened is that, remember, always when you use market open or market volatility, just wait 15 minutes. If you're not an experienced trader, don't trade on open, trade 15 minutes after open. And as you can see, 10 o'clock struck. You can see price on 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You see it was indecisive. So if you're a new trader, you want to buy, sell, you wouldn't know where the direction is going. So wait until price shows you a clear indication of where it's going. So as you can see, at this one. It got to our area of value, it rejects our area of value, and this was around, you see, after the 15 minutes, 20 past 10. As you can see, price pushing to the upside. Even if you entered at this zone over here, which is our 5-minute support and resistance area, wait for price to get there, retest the zone and push to the upside, you're going to be good with this trade. This is how you want to enter this trade. You want to risk like that, right? Yeah, just below there. You want to risk like that and wait for price to get to this level, which is the 1:2 risk to reward ratio, which is not too bad. If you held the trade and got to these highs over here, this trade was going to be a very favorable trade for you. So as you can see, this was the trades for the day. This is how the trades played out today, and yeah, till tomorrow for our next review session. And I hope you guys got value as usual and good insight to this video. And yeah, please comment below and tell me what you think is missing, what you'd like me to add on to this. And yeah, thank you for listening. Till tomorrow.